repurpose and reposition against the rise of China. But another factor is that United States by itself, you can no longer contain China. Just look at the industrial output. I saw a chart that somebody posted. It showed that China at the present it accounts for 35% of the industrial output of the world. And you need to add United States, you need to add Japan, you need to add India, you need to add Germany, you need to add Italy, UK, add all the EU countries combined, and then you only make 34%. So you can't even with all that NATO power combined, you are not matching the industrial might of China. So this is why US is very busy trying to construct alliance against China, because even the US decision makers knew that US alone do not have the industrial power to contain China. It needs to corral together all its vassal states together to form a anti-China containment strategy. But I think your friend is onto something. The thing is, a lot of these U.S. vassal states, there are U.S. vassal states because they have been cowed and have been subjugated, and they had no choice. I mean, look at example of Germany and Japan. They still have U.S. military on their soil after how 80 years, and any Japanese prime minister that dares to say no to United States, they don't last long in the office. They don't, these are countries that don't have true sovereignty. But however, once the U.S. hegemony start weakening, you're gonna see rats abandoning ship, right? I mean, it's gonna happen fairly quickly. And as for the specific example of Japan, it's a little bit complicated because Japan's still scared of China. They're scared of the rise of China because they know what they did, what their grandpa did in China in World War II. So they're definitely afraid that China is going to take revenge. This is one thing why they're clinging on to the U.S.-Japan alliance, because they thought, okay, at least we don't like the U.S. nuked us, but maybe U.S. can save our ass from China. That is their mentality, right? But at certain point, when you can no longer be denied that the shift balance of power is decidedly in China's favor, and not just China, but the whole BRICS. As Putin pointed out, BRICS is already larger than G7 in terms of its economy in the power purchase parity terms, and it's set to grow. It's only set to grow. China, okay. Remember when all these talk about China collapsing, China's economy slowing down. United States were reported 2.5% growth, and all the newspapers wow, we achieved a Goldilocks economy, spectacular growth. Biden have delivered, and what's China's growth at the same time? 5.3%. China's growth is literally doubled the growth of U.S. economy, but they're saying, "Oh, China is slowing down. China is collapsing. It's over for China. China will never catch up." I mean, okay, I know people in United States are not good at math, but if you're growing at 2% and the other economy growing at 5%, at double your growth rate, at some point those exponential growth means they're going to overtake you, even in the nominal dollar terms. I mean, China already overtook United States in PPP terms, but the nominal dollar terms, it doesn't really mean much. But even in the nominal dollar terms, China will eventually overtake United States because there's the dollar hegemony is already crumbling, as we see. There's a de-dollarization trend all over the world. This is one of the last pillar of the U.S. empire, which U.S. has stupidly sabotaged by leveraging it as a financial weapon against the world. Just like Putin pointed out in the interview with Tucker Carlson, it was a grave mistake for U.S. try to use its dominance of the world finance as a weapon, so it's geopolitical weapon. It have backfired spectacularly. Now, Russia and China do their business in ruble and yuan, and the Gulf countries, the oil producers, are talking about selling their oil in yuan. So what does that left U.S. dollar? I mean, Marco Rubio can freak out all he wants. There's not fundamentally, if U.S. keep on going this path, you know, dollar will keep the de-dollarization trend will just keep on accelerating, and people will say, well, still dollar is still the world's reserve currency, blah blah blah. Yes, until it's not. And things can happen very, very quickly, just like the U.S. hegemony itself. It's like the dam on the river. Once that dam start breaking, things gonna happen very, very fast.
Yep.